And in Ohio, starting tomorrow, you'll be able to do the same thing. Linda Walker, Buckeye Farms Association, and NRA board member, is with us on the program. Good evening to you, Linda.
Hi, Cam. How are you?
I'm good. Are you excited about the new law going into effect tomorrow?
I am about as giddy as a 4-year-old. No, let's revise that. I am as giddy as a first-grader tiger cub going on his camp out.
Wow, you are really excited then.
I am, and we're not going to call it tomorrow. We are 2 hours, 15 minutes away from our law.
Oh, are you going to go out and celebrate at midnight?
No.
No, okay.
I think I'll be in bed by then.
But soon you'll be out there. And,
Yeah.
it's funny, the last time that you and I talked about this, you said, wait until a few days before the law goes into effect, and the newspaper's going to pick up on it. And sure enough, Linda, past couple of days in the state of Ohio, there have been a number of stories in which reporters and editors are quietly freaking out about this new law that starts, as you said, in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, we've actually, today has been our big day to get hit. Multiple of us with Buckeye Firearms have done interviews. I had done one for a TV station and for the Columbus Dispatch, which I'm sure the Dispatch will probably have kind things to say tomorrow. And luckily the Channel 4 in Columbus, most of their reporters are gun owners. So I really enjoy doing interviews with them.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But, blood's going to run in the streets or, in the restaurants and bars starting tomorrow. And then they'll calm down and we'll go back to normal. And there we are.
Yeah, the only blood running in the restaurants tomorrow will be from the rare steaks. That's it.
Yes, I agree.
And it is interesting. I'm looking here at a story from, I guess maybe the Cincinnati Enquirer, carrying guns in bars to be legal come Friday. And to their credit, believe it or not, right there at the beginning of the article, while the story starts, as you sit in your favorite tavern devouring hot wings and downing cold beer, could the person next to you be packing heat legally? They do say a state lawmaker and gun rights advocates assert that as long as gun owners abide by the law, they anticipate few, if any, problems. And they quote some law enforcement officials who say roughly the same thing. Butler County Sheriff's Chief Deputy Anthony Dwyer said, quote, if everybody abides by the law, there's no problem. Well, I mean, that's kind of the case with every law, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And since right-to-carry holders are far more law-abiding statistically than the general population, there really shouldn't be a problem.
I don't think so. And, these people who keep saying guns and alcohol don't mix. Well, that's true, and that's why our law is 0% consumption. Mm-hmm. And so...
Yeah, that's the other absurd thing that this argument entails. The idea that a gun owner cannot be in a place in which alcohol is there. Like, should I remove the beer from my fridge every evening? Or I guess maybe my wife should remove the beer from our fridge before I get home from work every evening? I mean, I don't understand this argument that a gun owner, a concealed carry holder, can't sit down in a restaurant in which alcohol is served because they're just going to be compelled by the demon rum, to go and start ordering shots. Or maybe just pick up a bottle and start, guzzling it right there at the table.
Yeah. Well, I've always used the analogy, I can go to Bob Evans, I can order my burger and my Coke and carry my gun, and I'm well within the law. Mm-hmm. I can't walk across the street to Applebee's, order my burger and my Coke, and eat it there. I'm the same person whether I'm sitting in Applebee's or Bob Evans. I've never been compelled to go nuts with my firearm in either restaurant. So, I don't know. Well, we even the playing field tomorrow here.
Absolutely. And go back if you can, Linda, and talk about the legislative fight for this, because I know that Buckeye Firearms and NRA worked really hard on this piece of legislation. And since Ohio shall issue law went into effect just a few years ago, I mean, you guys have passed some major right-to-carry reforms already.
Yeah, we have. The original concealed carry went into law April of 2004. And, really since '06 to this point, we've come a long ways. We've fixed a really, really bad law. You know, Ohio is one of the worst gun law states prior to us getting preemption passed in '07. And since then, it's been phenomenal. But the restaurant carry, you know, it took us 2 sessions, 2.5 years, 2 different governors, 2 different legislative bodies to finally get to this point where we've got the law in place.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've had a lot of people work on this bill. You know, I can't say enough about NRA ILA's state liaison, John Hohenwater. You know, John has been there every step of the way on all of our gun laws. And, you know, Nikki Gozer, God love her, she come to Ohio and testified for us 2 or 3 times. And, you know, the grassroots, it's really the grassroots people, you know, picking up the phones, making the personal contact with their legislator, emails, it all makes a huge difference. So we didn't get to this point on, you know, just Buckeye Firearms and the NRA and OFCC and the rest of it. It's the grassroots people who really got us to this point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely right. Well, listen, Linda, congratulations again. I think it's just fantastic that this law is going into effect, and I look forward to talking to you here. You know, we'll check back in a couple months and see what exactly the press is saying in Ohio now.
Absolutely. You know, let me throw just a tad bit of caution here to our listeners. In that bill also it removes the 4 specific ways in which a licensee can have it in the car. I just want our listeners to understand that not all the police departments, sheriff's departments, troopers are aware of it. The Attorney General's getting the information out there, but little patience with our law enforcement there also.
All right. Hey, Linda, thank you again, and we'll check in with you again very soon.
Okay, Cam. Thank
All right.
you.
You have a great night. Linda Walker joining us from the Buckeye Farms Association.